What'd you think of Loki?
Oh my gosh, loved it.
There was some good disability representation in there.
Yes, that was so good to see. We absolutely need representation like that. And of course, being a disabled writer, director, actor, not to mention a disability representation consultant, I want to see more disabled characters, especially main characters. But Loki is a great example of what we want to see be standard throughout the media landscape, that disabled characters are naturally present and just a part of stories.
Ooh, I like that.
But I also have this really cool inspiration that I took from the show.
Yeah?
So you know how I have issues with the term neurodivergent?
Yeah, because it others us by defining neurodivergent as people diverging from, like, typical or normal people.
Exactly. Now, someone has proposed an alternative term, neurodistinct.
Neurodistinct. Okay. But if we're looking through the lens of the neurodiversity paradigm, isn't everybody neurodistinct then?
Yes, and that's been the problem. It's a paradox. We want a term that distinguishes us from people who society views as normal, but also a term that doesn't other us. But any such term would also then be in direct contrast to the neurodiversity paradigm, where all neurology is seen as unique and valid.
So for an example, a term that means an ADHD person and a non-ADHD person are both normal, but still a term that distinguishes the two. So you may have found an answer to this paradox in Loki?
Neurovariant.
Does variant other us, though?
So in biology, variant references different variations of a genus. For example, there's over 300 species of octopus. Which octopus is the default? And depending on who you ask, there's somewhere between 40 and over 100 breeds of cats. Which breed is the normal one? The same is true for all life. Trees, insects, heck, even rocks. There's no normal rock formation that all other rocks are abnormally divergent from. There's no disordered rocks.
That would be ridiculous, but would we then still have the problem of neurotypicals technically also being a type of neurovariant?
This is where the symbolism from Loki comes in. So the Time Variant Authority, or TVA, has decided there is one sacred timeline, and all other entities that exist in different timelines that diverge from the sacred timeline are variants.
Oh, so technically even the people in the sacred timeline are themselves variants, they just don't see themselves as variants.
Right, timeline supremacists. So the TVA, the societal powers that be, have arbitrarily selected this one timeline out of infinite possibilities as the only true timeline of existence. They would never refer to themselves as variants.
So you are proposing the usage of the term neurovariant to both mean that everybody has a unique neurological individuality, yet those people who would identify themselves as neurovariants are the ones who society labels as non-typical.
You got it.
Neurovariant. I like it. What do you think?